let's pick up this discussion and continue. Let me read one more paragraph. Let's see, how far do I want to go down? I may be able to get down through all of this. I may not. This is dealing with the part of the technicalities of looking at Trinity. And so let's just begin to read through some of this. In my commentary, I have a section called Let's Get a Little Bit Technical. And we begin to talk about Dr. Tuggy. So let me read through some of this. I may finish this tonight. I may not. I may pick this up next week. It depends on how much time I want to take. Here's what I have to say. I want to create, this is review, by the way, so we've already gone through some of this. This is just review for those of you who have been following the study for any length of time and you're kind of lost where we're at. I want to create a sort of case study in this part of my commentary on the issue of challenging the Trinity position and whether or not Yeshua is very God in flesh by presenting and then challenging the perspectives of a well-known, well-trained Unitarian Christian by the name of Dr. Dale Tuggy. And Dr. Dale Tuggy was gracious enough to actually watch one of my videos. He may have watched more of them, I'm not certain, but he at least watched one in particular, and he interacted with me. He left a comment, and if I have time, I'll show you the comment that he left, and I'll show you the reply that I left with them, and he hasn't replied yet because it was so recent. So, I say in my commentary here, I'm not just picking on Dr. Tuggy for no good reason. In actuality, Dr. Tuggy, it's just a little bit of background, he's professor of philosophy at the State University of New York. He's a blogger, he's a podcast producer, and he's an analytic theologian. And in reality, I'm actually quite impressed with his work. So Dr. Tuggy, if you do get a chance to listen to this podcast or watch this particular video, I want you to know that I actually respect your opinion, and that's exactly why I brought your opinion into my commentary, is because it's so well thought out, so well put together, and so highly respected by not just myself, but other theologians, other Trinitarians, and Unitarian theologians. I go on to say, Dr. Tuggy also wrote the Trinity entry in the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy that we quoted from earlier. Now, Tuggy argues with admirable force that the Bible does not present Trinitarian doctrine, but instead reflects Unitarian theology. So, this is his position, and I respectfully disagree with his position. But nevertheless, I highly respect his research, and he's a really smart dude. I mean, he's way more learned than I am. I would not like to debate him in an open debate. I think I would lose. But I think I would have an informed time dialoguing with him offline. Not that he's going to change my mind on Trinitarian versus Unitarian, but just the very methodology and the tools that he used to approach the text and the very logical approach is worth investigating. It's worth researching. You do yourself a service to be able to carefully understand your position and to be able to articulate it the way people like Dr. Tuggy can. So I write, thus, for our interests here in paper 2 of my commentary, Tuggy's teachings that Yeshua is most definitely not God are worthy of our careful investigation. In all fairness, in certain instances, Yeshua could be described as God. If I go on to understand Tuggy's position correctly, as I watch like his debates with other Trinitarians, we could allow Yeshua to be called God, but we'd have to clarify that term God in its special case, not to be equated as the being known as God, but given special privilege of enjoying the status of worship right alongside God the Father, simply because God the Father has bestowed this title upon Jesus, and indeed commanded all men to worship the Son with this particular amount of adoration.